Welcome, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me this week. My name is Emily Gear. I'm a transformative energy healer and also a multidimensional channel. And I'm here with your weekly messages for the week ahead. I'm going to start out with an oracle card this week just to see where we are going. These are general readings, so do check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get a better indication of the energies coming for you this week. In addition, there will be a link in the description box below for a reading that will go directly into romantic relationships, okay? And then finally, if you decide that you would like to schedule a private session with me, whether that be for energy healing, reading, akashic records, or any of the above, I have only a few appointments left for July, but you can get those through my website, which is IamEmilyGear.com. Excuse me, oh my gosh. So, let's see what messages we have for you for this week, okay? What do we have for Capricorn this week? Capricorn. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take all of these because, I don't know, because I'm feeling crazy today. So the first one we had come out was releasing, which makes a lot of sense. We have this full moon, you release at the full moon, right? It's like giving birth to something. You release it out of your life or out of your body, whatever. Purification, spiritual cleansing, letting go. So there may be some letting go going on for you. What are you letting go of? Well, here we have the Ice Queen. Could it be this sense of shieldedness, okay? This lack of, I don't want to say that you lack warmth, but there's something about the Ice Queen which is so shielded so that she is not vulnerable. And this is literally the third reading I've done today where vulnerability has come up. So I think there's something to that. In addition, this card is also about introspection and self-analysis. And so I feel like there's a releasing of some of the self-judgment that we place upon ourselves. And Capricorn is very good at self-judgment, okay? You may also judge others, but just know that your judging of others is reflective of your self-judgments, whether that's taking place in the conscious mind or just beneath the surface, okay? Then we have illumination. Illumination. That's important to understand what it is that we are doing. Are we judging others because of the way that we judge ourselves? Does this illuminate parts of our brains, parts of our minds, and our behavior for us so that we're able to identify what it is that we need to release? Okay? That illumination is so important to knowing what's no longer serving us. And finally, I have destiny, divine purpose, passion, service. Destiny, divine purpose, passion, service. So just know that all of this releasing that's coming in, all of the changes, all of the transformation, it all has a divine purpose. It's all part of your destiny. And so therefore there's really a need to flow with it as opposed to fighting it, because Capricorn loves to be in control of what is happening with themselves, their lives, their assets. And just know that in releasing to the universe, you're allowing the universe to act on your behalf, to place you in alignment with your destiny, okay? With your highest and best good, which we as human beings don't always have a good grasp of, okay? Okay, so those are the main concepts coming out for this week. Do remember we have the full moon in Capricorn, your sign, which is also a lunar eclipse in the middle of the week. So that in itself is all about releasing, as I said. And so you may find yourself in the process of having to take stock of the things that you're holding too tightly to and allow them to just gently leave, okay? There are things that you have collected up which you no longer need. I'm here to de-junk your life. Maybe literally, you know. It could be that you have literally collected things in your home that need to go. Some of you have collected a whole lot of regrets. I'm hearing regrets and negative emotions that have lodged in your body. Feeling a very physical component for a lot of you. It could be because you are Capricorn, you are an earth sign. But it's almost like if a thing happens to you and you have an emotion about it, right? I feel like you may be going over it in your head to the point where it lodges somewhere in your body. And you probably feel that thing in your body tense up or feel pain or whatever every time you go back to the memory of that thing that happened. And you relive it. And I recently read that your body releases stress hormones every time you relive it mentally as if you were going through it again. And so it's a terrible, terrible stress upon your physical body. And so releasing this mental cycle and releasing this physical lodging of the emotional energy is so important. What else is coming up for Capricorn this week? All right, guys. So here we have the Nine of Swords with the Three of Swords. This is that stressful situation that you have created, like these physical boulders within your body based upon the reaction, the body's reaction to internalizing these emotions. It's definitely going to need to get released. I actually am feeling this sense, though, of this is the Ace of Pentacles that came up, but what I'm actually getting from this right now is a very strong sense of divine intervention here, divine assistance. So this is, I think what we're going to do today in the extended reading is to probably call on Archangel Michael to come in and collect up all of these things out of your body, because that's what I feel like this is happening. It's like they're collecting up all these boulders up out of your physical body that you have placed there by reliving your hurts, reliving your pain in a cyclical fashion, okay? So there's a need to release that and agree to, yes, as soon as you do that, here's the star. The healing occurs, all right? What else for Capricorn, please? Okay. I'm getting the feeling that some of you don't even, like, you think that you don't even know, like, where to begin, like, how to start with this. That all of this is so buried with the Seven of Swords here. It's so deeply buried that you don't even know what to do next. So the Eight of Swords, you feel like you cannot move forward. And the feeling that that I'm getting is something like, I just don't know where to begin. I hear some of you saying like, I'm such a mess, I don't know where to begin. And first of all, you're not such a mess. Everybody goes through this. However, we all collect up this wounding. I think this came out in the Scorpio reading maybe. We all collect up this wounding throughout our lifetimes, throughout our childhood, throughout our past lives. And then we live it out again and again in our situations if we don't clear it, okay? And so that is what has been happening, except for being a kind of well, you may not be an introvert, but kind of an inwardly directed earth sign. You're directing it into your physical body. And I think there is a huge release that needs to happen. The stars right now not only feels like healing, but it also feels like a release to a higher power. And that I'm also getting from the Ace of Coins. I almost feel like there's this might be codependency showing up here. It's almost like the way that, what are they called, 12-step programs, like AA and I think they have a codependency one actually. But part of the program is releasing to a higher power, and like the admitting of not being able to control everything, okay? And I feel like that is a major component to what you're doing here. And the first cards that came out were bookended with release and destiny, and that feels to me like releasing to a higher power to be brought to your destiny, to allow your destiny to unfold, okay? And so my point here is, you do not have to know every inch of the path moving forward, but you do have to be willing to release up to source. And you do have to be willing to take the steps you're guided to take when you're guided to take them intuitively, okay? What else is coming out here for Capricorn, please, this week? You will get there. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the Seven of Coins, or Pentacles. That is all about, you will get there. It will grow. It will come to fruition. It just needs time to develop. The next cards we have here are the Seven of Cups with the Strength card. And then the Devil with the Three of Wands. So this feels very much like, altogether, this feels very much like the karmic, the need to get off this karmic wheel of wanting to control your entire destiny yourself, all right? And so I feel like there is a very strong message for Capricorn this week about releasing to Source Creator. Not for nothing, the Seven of Cups, it almost looks like the angelic coming down to intervene, to assist. And in the Seven of Cups, it's almost like having so many options you don't even know where to begin. And in that case, it's like surrendering to the divine in order to usher in destiny, right? Taking our own mind out of the equation to allow the alignment to take place, because we unintentionally misalign ourselves constantly with our own interference. But this Strength and Devil and Three of Wands just feels very potently like a karmic need to stop trying to control things, okay? Stop trying to control the outcome. Let go of the outcome of whatever this is. We're talking about a job, a relationship, a family relationship, some kind of financial matter, letting go of the outcome, turning the outcome over to source. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you for today. I'm going to go ahead and pull a Moonology card for you to wrap this up. What Moonology card can we get to tie up the Capricorn reading for this week, please? Wow. Okay. Number one is a win-win outcome is forecast. What happens when you release to the divine? The highest and best good comes about. Okay, so a win-win solution. Whatever that is, if we're talking about legal matters, financial matters, relationship matters, a win-win outcome. Next, full moon in Pisces, a balanced spirituality and practicality. So Capricorn, you love practicality. You need to allow spirituality its way in, and you need to allow yourself to rely on source energy and the divine and not just yourself. There's nothing wrong with relying on yourself at times, but there needs to be a balance, okay, of spirituality and practicality. And finally, full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. And that makes sense too. This is almost just like calm your mind down with that 3 of Swords and 9 of Swords. That's an incredible amount of mental anguish. So just know that the answers you need are coming with regard to your situation, and allow that to give you some peace, along with just relinquishing your control to the divine, okay? Knowing that that is also closing a karmic cycle with you, which is going to inherently move you forward in whatever path you're on, whether this is something involving a relationship or mission work or finances, physical world stuff. It is going to move you forward on your path because it's also closing up a cycle, a lesson that you needed to learn in this lifetime, okay? So Capricorn, I hope this was helpful. We're going to dive directly into your romantic relationships in the extended. So the link to that is in the info box below. Join us over there, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Thanks, guys.